Hey YouTube, and welcome to another video. I know it's almost been a day, but here's it is. And today we're going to be playing Kerbal Space Program, a game that I more recently got, and I'm very proud to have. So today we're just going to be testing moon landing. I don't know. This is essentially the pilot video. If you guys want more, just hit that like button. And the more likes I get, the more I know you love it. So, I mean, it's not going to be the most popular Kerbals, but it's going to be something. So, here it is. Drumroll, please. It is slow today. So, turn that way down. Crap. That was loud. It was loud for you, but it was loud for me. Start game. Starting new. We'll call this NASA. With the good old NASA logo. And no, I don't back NASA, so don't sue me, NASA. Please? Please don't sue me? Strength science, no reputation. Re-entry heating, we'll stick that up to normal value of 100. Science village, I'll crank that up. Okay. Non-instructable facilities. And I think that's going to be it, so select. Start. Right, why not? This is fresh. So, essentially in Kerbal Space Program, you essentially start from the ground up, depending on how you set your settings, and you just have to go to space, take science, and hope you survive, essentially. Couldn't have said it any better. So what I would recommend doing as soon as you start is you take out as many of these as possible. You know, you upgrade your small little building here. You know, you upgrade to full whenever you start like I'm starting. And after that, you collect all 4 of the starting grants. Completable grants, as they're saying, because you earn a lot of money off of just collecting them themselves. Shit, what I hit? Oh shit! I think I just accidentally hit the close button, so I want to pause the right here and come back when I'm done rebooting the game. Zoom. Okay, welcome back. Yeah, sorry about that inconvenience, but I had to do something about it, so. Oh yeah, I didn't save this great, but that's okay. We still have a lot of it saved. So, it's okay. You can always collect this back up. And then don't close it this time. Okay, we're through there. So after you get all your things, all those contracts, they won't ever expire. So what you want to do next is you want to upgrade your tracking station. Don't upgrade to the full level, because the only thing is it adds unknown object tracking, and that's pretty much useless if you're not using comments. Then you want to go to your astronaut complex. You want to upgrade that at least 1 level. I recommend full, because then you get to, you get this, which is all very useful. And then go into here with all that science that you have and start researching like crazy. Then you'll be able to create like pretty much whatever. you can at that level, because you'll have it all up to that building level. So once you're there and you have done up to this point, you should be pretty much good to go for building either A, your first plane, or B, your first rocket, or C, your first missile, depending on number one, if you use mods, and number two, if you like how you like to start. Some people, they like to build rockets. Some people, they like to build planes. Some people, they just like to build missiles. Which, speaking of missiles, I have a book somewhere. It's an old book, but I don't know where it went. But yeah, I would usually have a book. Let's see. Fuck. Oh, there it is. I know it's an old book, but this is what I keep as a book. Sort of cool, actually. I'll put it like that. That's actually a really good read. I got it from the school that I go to. It's extremely useful, because then you can copy, like the atlas or something. Let's take fuel systems. That's extremely useful. Propulsion systems. This is extremely useful for satellites, and you want to take heavy rocketry early too. Advanced construction. That's useful for getting to here, which is useful to getting here. Or here. Or even here. That's actually really useful because you have these. So we'll go there next. Landing, that's really useful. It's good for landing on like the moon or something. Is it a Weasley engine? Oh yeah. Okay, you want to get that. Control. Advanced flight control. You want to get electronics. At some point, yeah, and you have to get at least the first stage of electronics. Usually you don't get the second stage, but we'll go multi-station. Okay, I still have a lot of research points left, so it's not as conservative. So usually you'll be able to get up to, well, let's see what tier it is. This is tier 2, tier 3, tier 4, tier 5. So tier 5, you still have a lot of research points available to you. So you want to close that, and then you want to upgrade it, because there's a thing that you can get when you upgrade it, and that is Kerbal EVAs can collect surface samples. So let's say you on the surface of Kerbal, you can collect a surface sample. It's very nice. Anyways, now that you've got that upgrade, you can go back in here and you can do even more. Command modules, extremely useful for building anything. Advanced, what is it called? Advanced exploration. That's also very good. And specialized control. You want to get those 3 at the start of when you unlock that level. Excuse me. You want to also get advanced electronics for better solars and electronics. Let me think. No, you don't want to get any electronics. You don't want to use those. You want to go up. Now, this may change. Either if you're a plane builder, you may want to go the plane parts, which are above specialized control, and go to these 3: advanced landing, advanced aerodynamics, and supersonic flight. Now, if you're not building planes very much, you want to go what's above supersonic flight, which is calculators, specialized construction, advanced fuel systems, precision propulsion. That's actually really useful, so grab that. And where is it? Somewhere over here. Specialized and advanced. These are the two you really want to get. It's advanced fuel systems and the one right above it, which is precision propulsion. Good for landers, good for whatever. Because they're like small. The other one you want to get is specialized construction, because that gets you the basic docking port. It's obvious. So, yeah. So, yeah, okay. I'm just making sure that this is still recording. Let's see. Any other good ones you really want to get? Like, this is good. Like, heavier rocketry, that's really good. And then advanced landing, that's also really good. And then field science. Field science. There's that. External command C, yeah. Okay, so essentially for rovers. Is that it? I think that might be it, actually. I mean, this is good. Okay. What else do we have? We've got this. This is also very good. Since I started out with so much science points, I can get a whole bunch of technology. And so if you start out with certain science points, sorry, my other camera guy is like being super funny over here.
No, your dad's being super funny.
So, yeah. So, there's, that's about it. If you just pretty much want to just build a rocket, that's all you want. And then you want to go to your vehicle assembly building, or your VAB, and you want to upgrade your pad and your vehicle assembly building first. You don't want to get them to the 3rd level yet. It just looks too technical for your level. You gotta get at least 2 rockets fired before you go up there, because you're going to be building smaller rockets, and with smaller rockets you don't need quite as big of a launch pad or quite as big of a VAB. You only need a certain size of anything. Sorry for the script textures. It's something with this computer. I'm getting a new one soon, so yeah, sorry about that. Laptops, hate them. Yeah, bad. So what you want to do is, when you're building your first capsule, you want to specialize it in what it's doing. Do you want it to go to the moon and land and just stay? Or do you want it to go up into orbit for like 2 seconds and then fly back down? Or do you want to do, 7 rescue mission to the moon and then fail them all because you're just an idiot? Or do you just want to go to an interstellar and land on every planet, get every biome, and still have enough fuel for the flight home? It all depends on what you want to do. And, well, since what we're doing is we're doing a very simple, it'll go up, essentially, it's going to land, but it's going to land as this, like, small capsule. It's not going to land as anything big. So, it's too small. Essentially, it's just going to, like, this is going to be the thing that you see when it lands. You're just going to see thing that has nothing on it except the capsule itself. Docking port. Just a tiny little docking port. And no matter what you do, if you have docking ports unlocked, you want to put a docking port on, because you never know if that mission fails and you have to send up a rescue mission. You know, it just makes it easier for them just to dock instead of you like doing like a spacewalk essentially. And those things can be tricky. So it all depends on what you want to do, but I recommend having a docking port. So there is your capsule that's going to go up. You know what? The docking. I think we're forced to. Let me think. Are we? I think we're forced, but if I can put it like down, like onto its main body or something, I think that would work even better or something. But I think I'm gonna leave it there. Excuse me. So after you set up like how you want to do it, you always put a separator in between. The reason I'd put stack separators in between everything is because it's just a lot easier to me, instead of having a very confusing one of these. Yes, there's an arrow, but like as you get bigger, the biggest size doesn't have an arrow or something, so it's just easier using a stack separator, and it looks a little bit better anyway. So on your first level, like after you've built your capsule, on this like area, you want to put like a base. You want to put like something there. You want to put like maybe structural. Do I have it yet? I think I forgot to unlock it. We'll go unlock that quick. Save. I'll be right back in there, but that's okay. Wait, I recommend is like you build your like a box that has like stuff in it, and then you like you fan it out. It's like really cool. I'll show you once Kerbal decides to not be Kerbal. It's a 32-bit game right now, so what do you expect? It's only using maximum 4 gigs of memory, so it's gonna be really dumb. I'm talking extremes. Oh man, that's extremely nice, and so is this. Oh, thank you. People don't understand the meaning of YouTube, and I now have ice cream mixing in my face. Great. Great. So, yeah. Sorry. Now I'm going to make you guys very tempting with ice cream. But anyways, on another point, let's get back to building that, like, under base, like, that's underneath your capsule. You want to put something there, first off, so it's going to be under structural. Yep, it's under structural. I'll just stick it like that. That's how you want to do it. Except you want to make it. Okay. You want to make like you want to select all 8. And now you've got this like almost like centrifugal shape. You want to center it as much as possible. So you have this like odd shape, and then with this odd looking shape, you want to put some things into it. You want to put backup batteries, of course. Batteries are probably your most important thing, and I would just stuff them up towards the top more. And I'll just stuff 2 sets of these mega batteries up there. So now you have 400 times 2 times 8. That gives you about how much power you're gonna have. So that's gonna be plenty of power for this basic mission. Now I'm going to save this craft itself as just a launch vessel. I'm gonna call it an APC. I'm gonna call it that because this is going to be what your main shuttle program is going to be ran off of to collect any science, anything. Because this will go up to your station, this will go up to space and collect more science, and once you unlock stuff, and it'll essentially just be, you know, itself. So next thing is you get your big battery, whatever it is. Tiny little battery, thermal control systems. Okay, maybe not, so I don't have it unlocked yet, but you know what? I think this size battery might work. Oh yeah, it works. You just want to put like one of them. So there. So now that's in there. And what happens is that when this decouples, all that'll go with it, including your battery charge. So it'll all run off of these first. So you want to make sure this power is locked because you just won't use it right now. And then you want to put in just more batteries or something there because it's extremely useful just to have stuff in there like batteries, even backup crew. Just kidding. Batteries, solars, all your just crap essentially that you don't want cluttering up the rest of your spaceship. You want tucked into here somewhere. So you want to put, like for solar panels for example, you want to put like one like that, and then one down here like so, and then like one like semi-center where it's like that, right? And then you want to put one just barely fitting in between those two, so it looks all natural. And they just like switch them on, and to make sure they all work together. Okay, maybe if we did like something like that, maybe that actually works. So there, perfect. Yeah, so there. Now you have like some working solar panels to like power your ship, even though that's quite a few. I mean, if you actually like set it up right, these would be just a lot easier. And since this thing is not coming into contact with anything else, unless a total emergency, you can hotkey all these panels to open, close, delay, whatever. You know, so they're not, so they all open at once and make it look like a real solar ship. Yeah, and make it into ship shape. So much shippables. It's not funny. So many. There's too many ship jokes in that. It's not even funny. As you want to go into like action groups, and you want to go and click your lights. Light. Since this thing has absolutely no lights, you just want toggle panels. Toggle panels. Toggle panels. And toggle panels. There. And those will all toggle right at once as soon as they have to. So now going down a stage. Sorry about that. I will be right back. I've got something I have to do. So can you give me like 5? Like I'm gonna pause it and then I'll be back. So I think I'm back. I think. Am I back? I think I'm back. I'm back. Okay. Sorry about that. I had to go do something. But now I'm back. Anyways. I gotta check this. Okay, they're released that way. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay, so anyways, so we have this random shape. That's not pliable, essentially. You want to get batteries or something. Preferably batteries. Times. So what you want to do is you want to just put batteries, put something in there that has two connectors in it. Because when it anyways, now that you've got it that far, you can then safely, you know, put on, like, well, first off, before you do that, I would recommend getting struts. And, well, strut you up. Strut you up. Uptown, strut you up. Uptown, strut you up. Oh, so you want to just, like, get a whole bunch of struts. Strut you up. Uptown, strut you up. Yeah. Uptown, funk you up. Don't sue me, please. A child. An adolescent. Because now that you've got it started in, and so it's secure, you can either A, put a decoupler and then put your engines, or B, you can put your engines, then a decoupler, and then your main stage. I recommend putting it as like this because it just works 10 times better. Okay, better. But before you do that, I would recommend getting a flat adapter, so it just like looks a little bit neater as you're going from this odd size to a much better size. Want to like push in this, you know, so I push it in so it's just a little bit flatter, and then you're good. So what you do is you put your engine, your fuel tank first, of course, and then you put your engine. Now, since this will be in a vacuum by this time, we're going to put on I think we'll put on the Poodle, because this is quite a heavy payload if you think of it. It does not look heavy. You have a parachute, you have your main capsule, which in crew we only need that. Valentina, you stay on the ground, just in case this goes bad and we need an emergency shot. So, anyways, what'll happen is it'll go up. It'll drop its side boosters. It continues to follow up. And then once that engine is either not needed anymore, like we've already burned through, like we've had like extra fuel and we don't need anymore, we've already made orbit and all that, you want to dump that stage. And then you want to fire up your next stage, which will essentially is A, your return stage, and B is your stage you want to get to it. Like, for example, I could copy this exact stage and make this a stage that sends me to a planet. Just saying. I don't need it right now, so. And then you also want Subtrons on it, because this is something you don't want to mess with. You just want to tuck those Subtrons in. You want to rotate them upside down first off. Yeah, let me just redo this to where it is. Like that, so when you rotate them, they're correct. You want these to fire at stage decouple. So as soon as the stage decouples, they fire and blow the stage away. Now be careful, it might blow off something, so be very careful. I've got it so they're pointed to either go through here, rock themselves through air openings, but it seems like they all do, so there should be little to no damage to the solar panels, which is good. And then you want to set another one of these separators. Stack separators as they called, or yeah, stack separator. Or decoupler, depending on what tech level you are at. And this is your lifter stage. Anything below this point is anything that's going to push you and make you in orbit. So we recommend putting your tank here, because that's about mid. Yeah, that's about halfway compared to the engine. The fuel tank? Like, look at this. So from here, it's already taking up that much space. So that's actually a little bit big for what we need. We need something like that size. And then something like that to go on top. Let's just build this quick and see how tall this is. And then we need our engine. Sail. Let's see how tall it is. It's a very reliable way if you know like your weight. And then all you need now is, of course, there. One up here. There. And then down here, you might as well add a reaction wheel, because that's actually really useful. And add one here too. Shut up. There. So now you've got it, so it'll take off. Structural launch ability enhancer. We need 4 of these for this rocket, and another for actually up higher. For stability. Which makes sense, it's a very fat rocket if you think of it. And 1 second. Okay, that's better. An H. And then you want one just holding the engine in place, if you can fit one. I don't know how they do it. I know they do it in the thing. I mean, you can also like set these to 4x, so they're all being held on to each other. So, yeah. So now, like, everything that's got more of a stable. So let's see, these bottom four, those actually want to be in their own stage. Okay, those are bottoms. Those are actually, so they're going to be in their own stage. Oops. Yeah, it should be all of them. And you won't put those in their own stage because you don't want them firing. They're essentially stability enhancers. They're stability enhancers for stability enhancers. See? So now you want to launch this craft. It should launch fine. I'm pretty sure. So, let's launch her. And I forgot to do something. So I have to reconfigure it and this and that. But it should launch fine. Because you want your engine to fire, and then you want your thing to light, and you want them all to go. So it's already throttled up. So. Okay. So you see this engine? You want that to be in its own stage so you can have it throttle up. Don't ask me why they recommend this. Actually, I can just slide the stage. I forgot this tool where you could just move the staging. Anyways, here goes. Launch A-4-2. Launching in 2, 1, launch. It is making its journey to orbit, and to stay in orbit for a little bit as we send up a future space station arc. If you want to learn more about Kerbal and any of Kerbal, actually, consult EJSA. Just look him up on Twitch or YouTube. I don't think he's on YouTube. I know he's on Twitch. Just consult him. He knows a lot about this game that I don't even know. So, yeah. You wanna bring your tail over. You wanna make sure you're staying on course. And yeah, oh shit. This shit is hitting the fan. Shit, it has hit the fan. I swear. Why is... Shit, okay, yeah, we've got rotational. We do have rotational force. And we have SAS. We have all that. How much electricity do we have? Come on. Does this thing even have gimbal? I don't think this engine has gimbal. Oh, it's got gimbal. Yeah, this is not looking great. Well, in an emergency like this one, you may be forced Yeah, we're forced to do this, which is good because yeah, that was meant to happen where they just like destroy themselves. It makes it a very easy cleanup. Okay, how much electricity? Okay, unblock the electricity. We've got problems. Houston, we've got a problem. Yeah, so now yeah, you want to tilt this thing up. I forget how you do it, so no. Okay, there's that way. Now we need this way. So oh man. As you can see, this is probably not meant to happen. Oh shit. Yeah. This is when you would fire like something. Gosh. Yeah. So yeah, we're only about 2,000 feet above. So yeah, we'll fire off the parachutes before our impending doom kills us. And you know, I really don't care. Like, oh. So as you can see, this is not meant to happen at all, and it will happen. Where you fire something and either something goes terribly wrong, or well, something just is something, you know? But that's okay. We still have ourselves. We still have the business. So I think we're good. Now, if this is taking too long, you just wanna speed it up. Of course, that's too much. It won't happen to you. It's just debris, and it's a lot of small pieces of it. So, once you're about 1,075 feet above ground, that's the sea level, you want to stop it. Okay, so now you want to stop it, because now you're at an altitude that's a very... If you look at the sky and you got like high graphics settings, it'll just like so speed up the fall. Oh, man. Like, where are we relative to the ground? Yeah, okay, we're still doing great. I mean, as you can see, this is not meant to happen. I keep saying it, and it wasn't. It just wasn't. But it happens. If it happens to you, it happens, okay? You know, it's going to. You know, what is it? Nope, wrong way. No, J does something. Like, if I could, like, hit the down, like, word? Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Okay, point your head up. Okay, we are still alive. Houston, we have landed back on Kerbal. Alive, at least. Unlike all the other debris, which some of them are actually still falling. Oh wait, that's all the launch clamps. Holy crap, though. Like, wow, we didn't go far from the launch pad. Like, here are all the, like, very Gary launch clamps. And then there's us. So, I think that would be an extremely good pilot video to Kerbal Space Program. If you'd like to see more, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe. This has been Teddy with almost everyday videos, hopefully. And goodbye and good night. Well, give me a second. Lag. Goodbye and good night.